Okay, so podcast time. Madhouse episode 10 finally got to a double-digit number. So important, I guess. I don't know. And
to celebrate this wondrous occasion, I designed a new logo which Sean may or may not use.
Well, we'll talk about it right now. I mean, the one I made for the podcast, the Madhouse, it's literally, I was like, okay, well, we're gonna have to have a logo for the show. So it's like, okay, what could it be? Like, well, the podcast is mad. We're insane. We like talking about shit. Literally anything we want to talk about.
Literally
so
shit. We can talk about literally shit.
So I went into paint. I went into paint. I'm like, all right. So we call it the Madhouse. I mean, that was Sabrina's idea, but we call it the Madhouse. So I'd literally draw a house. I'm like, okay, well, when you're mad, you usually turn red. So I painted it red. I'm like, well. Okay, so it's mad. I'm about to make a mad face. So I literally put swirly eyes and then like a mad eyebrow thing and like really weird like mouth thingy that's like you've seen it before. You've gone into. But anyway,
I made it.
Yeah.
I don't
angry and more insane.
Tom, but Zoe did way better.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying she didn't, but
That's because I'm actually an artist, so.
Yeah, you are.
She just
cool.
unloaded like 5 books at my house. Come on.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
I get like 50 How to Draw books.
I mean, I could show you guys.
I never used. Oh God.
Yeah. So I mean, like
And Stephen, make sure you actually use those.
I've heard podcasts go way longer than this. I mean, like as in like in the 300s. There's a podcast that I have on my YouTube account that I think it released its 371st episode. Not kidding. I imagine having a podcast for that many episodes. That's a lot. That's like 8 years, I think.
You would really like to have talking. You would really have to like talking.
What?
What?
I'm confused.
You would really like to have to like talking.
Well, I mean, they do it every week. I mean, we were only not far, but like we missed. I mean, we missed a week because the idea of this is it's varying. So like, if we miss a week, that's okay. If we miss, I mean, I wouldn't want to miss 2 weeks, but like missing 1 week is okay. But we should talk about like ways to improve this podcast since we've come this far. I mean, 10 isn't a big deal, but I mean, I guess it's pretty cool. I guess it's not special, but it's like that doesn't happen a lot. You know, we never come this far. I mean, 10. That's like. That's 2 digits. I mean, it'll be even bigger when we reach 3 digits. I mean, that'll be big. But like, I thought of thinking like ways. Like I was texting Steven about this. Oh, by the way, we probably should introduce ourselves. I'm Ultimate553 for my channel. That's my channel name. Or Tom. I'm known as Tom. Steve Kovoc on his YouTube channel, and then of course Zoe here.
I have a YouTube channel too.
Yeah, I haven't really subscribed to it yet. I probably should do that. I'm lazy. Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay.
I'm almost at 50 subs now, so.
Yeah, you're making me jealous because, like Brennan, who's been on a podcast before, he has like 31. I have 24. And it's been great. I mean, I
have almost 50. Ha.
That's not cool. That's like, wow, good job.
I've been going for longer though, so I've been doing like more regular uploads.
When did you start your channel?
2013. I've been uploading in early 2014.
Wow, I've been going since 2010. But late 2010. I've been going on.
Like last year or so.
That's well, as of December it'll have been 6 years actually since I started the channel. But like I was talking to Stevie about the fact that we could do sponsorship for this podcast. We could because I've seen a lot of podcasts where they're like, this episode is brought to you by, and then like a spot I don't know, Pizza Hut or some kind of thing.
It's not that easy to get sponsors. You actually have to have a decent amount of views.
I know.
And you.
Hang on. Let me look when my first video was.
Yeah, because I mean, I know sponsorships are pretty hard to get. I mean, I've seen it. I mean, you gotta have come like way like before when YouTube like started to have that many like subscribers. I mean,
my first video I made on March 28th, 2015.
Wow.
So so it's been over a year.
Wow.
You don't.
Hardboard Pac-Man one.
I remember that one because you were like it was the one where your camera was so like you were trying to like angle the camera at the TV and it was like the worst Pac-Man video you made and then the next episode you made like so turn to Pac-Man. Okay, here's trying again. Like, I mean, you don't make bad content. I do like your content. I mean, I just haven't really been like on it, but like, yeah, I mean, but I mean, I know that like, I mean the ones like for my channel, I mean, there's a lot of videos. I have 66 videos right now, and the one. Let me tell you, the one videos that, I'm not sure I've talked about this before on the podcast before, but it was a video where it was hated by so many people. Like, all these comments about how bad it was has over 92,000 views. And it's the it's my, quote, top video, and it sucks. Like, it has hundreds of negative, like, hundreds of thumbs down on it, and maybe like 85. I think it was like 85 likes. I mean, it's not a bad video, but I mean, yeah, okay, it might be a bad video.
What video are you talking about?
Link that video.
Yeah, sure. It was.
I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, dude.
I know that.
You didn't make it fully clear to me. You just said,
okay,
like,
so
there's a video.
To be more clear, there was a video I made. One of the only video that has a lot of views on it. I'll link it to you here.
Okay.
One of the worst quote worst videos I ever made has so many people hate it. I mean, it isn't a bad.
Gollum showed Dobby from Harry Potter his lightsaber.
That's what it is. Look how many views it's got.
And the light and dark. Let me watch this.
It has so many dislikes. I mean, I looked at the comments and like. The only lightsaber I see is the dislike bar. It's like, you know what? You don't have that. You just don't. Okay, if you're gonna say anything about my video, then don't comment on it. Just, I don't need to hear this crap. I mean, imagine making a video and then getting all this like comments like, your video sucks. Make it better. It's like, hello. It's not my fault. I'm just making a video. What's wrong?
Why did you make this video? I don't understand the purpose of it.
Because I was, bored, I guess.
Doing? What?
I was bored.
You were bored.
Yes.
So you can talk.
You can talk.
The lightsaber effect, I like the noises, and
that was
really
my brother.
good.
He helped me make that.
The actual noises for the lightsabers are really good, but, you
know.
Halo things.
I have a lot of videos. I mean, I've made some decent content. I had to. There was one of the shows I had to end because it wasn't doing well. Was a Game Fail. I had a show called Game Fail, and I ended it after 20 episodes. Yeah.
I don't think any of your shows have ever done well.
Well, I mean, it's not just me. It's also Steven. He didn't make. I mean, he didn't have great views either. But
I'm surprised.
I mean, I think I just gave up too easy. I'm like, well, this isn't doing so well. No one's watching this. I'll just end it. It's like, I didn't even give it I didn't even get a second option. It's like, what if I made 5 more episodes? Maybe people will watch it. But I just gave up. I gave up too soon. But what other ways could we improve this podcast?
Yeah.
Like, I'm surprised. I'm kind of surprised that neither of you get that many views, or this podcast.
Actually, I mean,
like I get upwards of 100 views.
I get more. Actually,
Second, I run a music and animation channel, so
on my old videos from a couple years ago, I did get quite a lot of videos. I got like views. I got like a few thousand. It was pretty good.
I mean, lightsaber video.
Yeah.
Got 92,000.
I was actually planning on removing that video when it got to like 100,000. Yeah?
She had something she needs to say.
You still haven't linked that video. You haven't linked that video.
Well, Steven kind of stopped me from that because he thought that I didn't need to. Okay. Let me get that for you. Okay, but yeah, I had a lot of videos where I mean, it's like I had a lot of videos that got a lot of views.
Holy
So,
shit! How do you get 92,000 views?
I don't know. It just happened.
How do you have 92,000 views and only 24 subscribers? That does not happen.
I don't know. It just happened. It was
I call
crazy.
that.
I don't know. It was crazy. I mean, I'm thinking of deleting it when it gets 100,000, but it hasn't gotten there yet. So I'm like, I don't know what the point is. Because, I mean, if I get rid of it, then I'm going to lose all those views. And I have like over 100,000 views at this point.
How old were you when you made this?
Well, let's see. It came out in 2010, so that was 5 years ago, so about 14. I would have been like 14. So
that'd be 6 years ago.
Almost. About almost. I mean, I'm talking 5 years because that's not October yet. So, but any ideas about what other ways we can improve this podcast? I mean, it isn't too bad so far. I mean, the only problem we've had is the technical problem, like all our mics, you know. I mean, it isn't a problem for me. I mean, it's just like a problem for like all of us. We kind of I mean, the idea of this episode was to talk about what ways we could improve this podcast. Like, what do you think?
Oh, that's gonna last a super long time. I don't know. Like, how about I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you ever show anything?
No, because
do you ever show anything? No. Like, do you ever show anything in the background?
Oh,
like,
actually,
for black screen the entire time.
For episode 6 with.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, with episode 6, with me, Brennan, and Steven, we had a comic book inspired podcast, and I put like little things from the podcast, from the different like sources into the video. Or actually, I think it wasn't just that episode. I think it was a earlier episode where I put little. I think it was one of the gaming ones. I put it into there. Better than video. You
alternate? You take different pictures and you alternate them throughout the video.
Like when if we're talking about something that's like important that people maybe not know what we're talking about, I put an image into that. Or like, oh yeah, so this is what we're talking about.
What do you have for the rest of it though? When you're not trying to do that?
Just the logo. Just the logo.
What? Even.
It's just the logo because that's all I have. It's an audio podcast, so.
What do you have? What do you have? Do you just have a black screen?
No, it's the logo. It's just the logo going on because it has it's audio, and when I put an audio file into Movie Maker, it only lets me use that if I have a video or a picture.
Black. Go better than just a black screen.
Don't use Tom.
Yeah.
Even Tom, don't use Movie Maker. Don't use Movie Maker.
Okay. What ideas do you have then?
You can do what I do in Pirate After Effects.
Not a very good idea.
Yeah,
I've been told to avoid that place.
What place?
Pirate Bay.
No, it's not on Pirate Bay. Is torrent, dude.
Yeah,
I don't torrent my shit. Torrenting is difficult, and my antivirus blocks it. And
makes sense.
But yeah, you just literally search like Adobe After Effects crack.
Crack.
Don't use Windows Movie Maker and don't use your crappy logo. Use mine.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, the idea of my logo was because it's called the Madhouse because we kind of talk about
an angry, insane house.
I mean, your logo wasn't too bad. But the thing is, I'm not sure if I should use it because.
Well, what do you think I should change about it if you want to?
Make it more kind of crazy. I mean, like it's called the Madhouse.
Alright, I could try to make it more crazy.
Yeah, I mean, not. I mean, I like it, but maybe make it more crazy and.
Like what? You want me to have its mouth open and the eyes be smaller or something?
Maybe kind of have maybe take the eyebrows a little more stunted and make it kind of more like I guess evil. I mean, the one I made was like sort of like evil.
I didn't give it eyebrows. I could do that.
It's called the Madhouse because we like talking about stuff.
By the way, you should probably put a picture of it up on the screen in post.
Oh yeah, sure, I can do that.
You should probably put a picture of it up on screen and post, so they know what the fuck we're talking about right now.
Yes,
I can just give you the one I have. That's the Madhouse logo. And I put a microphone for the nose.
Like, what? You drew it like a true kindergartner. Like a true kindergartner.
I know. I was not. I'm not a good logo designer, honestly. I suck at it.
Dude.
That's the thing we could change about the podcast, have a better logo. Because the one I drew, yeah, if you say it sucks,
Tom,
it probably does.
Do you want it to have the Hitler mustache in the final edit, or?
Is that really? Is that necessary to have? Is it really necessary?
The mustache in the final, or?
We should also work on like a intro thing for our podcast. Like I think it was episode. Oh, Zoe, it was episode 3 where you're making that noise like. Remember that? That was awesome. I mean, that really defines how insane we are.
Okay. Give me links to all the episodes of the podcast, and I'll just close out the most random fucking moments where we make terrible noises and say shit that makes no sense and put it into an intro.
That's awesome. I'll do that. Because, I mean, we talk about anything, but we just kind of go all over the place, and that's what makes us truly insane.
Yeah.
Wait, someone, oh my god. I love how it looks like.
What?
It looks like, oh my god.
What? What are you talking about?
The old house.
Oh, really? Okay, so I'm linking all 9 episodes that we've done, or at least on our YouTube.
Well,
I put the mic and the logo because it's a podcast, and usually there's a mic involved. Of course, we're not really doing that. Sort of. I don't know.
Yeah, she's posting every single. Yeah.
No, I'm posting it. No, she is not. She's just doing editing things. So maybe like she should edit something for the podcast or something, because. But what any other ideas for how we should?
What?
Clearly a new.
Talking.
Yes.
Come on.
Sorry.
Did you just call Tom a she?
No.
What is wrong with you, Stephen? You were having a day today.
No. I know you're not transgender, Tom. Okay.
Of course I'm not. That's whoa.
You're all cool. But anyway.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
You just made a million people go fuck you. Okay, audience, if I must apologize for Tom being a bigot right now. I promise you, we are not Hitler pastors.
But I mean, like, obviously, a logo is need. A new logo is a need of change. That's the first thing we probably should improve about the podcast. Okay, so the first thing we probably should I think the one change obviously is a new logo, because I mean, like, look at the one I have. It is not great. It's not good. Any other ideas for improving the podcast, or are we done?
Well, how long has it been, dude? It's been like 16 minutes.
Just about, yeah.
What, are we gonna have a 16-minute podcast?
Well, I do have things I want to talk about, actually.
Oh. Okay.
Yes. Well, I mean, so, any other ideas you can input about how to...
I love how this video basically turned into a secular podcast.
Okay.
Like its own church thing. It did. It's like
yeah.
It got political.
Anything else we should... Any other ideas about the ways to improve this podcast?
I need to take a shit.
Okay. Go do that,
no.
yeah.
Well, that's not the point of this podcast. Yeah, I need to take a shit.
Okay, that was nice. Thanks for sharing. So, fair warning, the recorder has died, so I'm using Audacity right now. Hopefully Audacity will actually work this time, because last time it did not work. Yeah, because the battery on the recorder died, so I'm using Audacity right now. Yeah.
Hey,
hang on. I'm giving you the link to what I'm talking about. Of course.
Sure.
There you go. It's gonna be in here. In here. This madhouse thing.
Okay, sure. Okay, I'm just hoping that that I can. I mean, I'm hoping. See, audio settings.
Of course.
Yeah. I'm hoping that I can actually like, okay, cut. Okay, I'm hoping that I can. Maybe if the Audacity thing doesn't work, I can like I don't know. Maybe there's a way that you can like hear a Skype call. Like if Skype even records what we did in our Skype calls, then maybe I don't even have to use anything like that. I'm gonna investigate after this podcast and see if we can, if things fail, that I can use Skype to have the podcast, because I don't even, maybe, I'm not sure if Skype records us or something, or I don't know, because it does worry me, because my recorder just died, so, yeah. I mean, I can't, I was going to talk about something with Zoe left, and, you know, I think Crayons probably wants to hear this, because there's some things happen.
What face are you making right now?
I don't know, he's just kind of, like, biting his mouth.
Your face right now?
He's biting his mouth.
What are you doing with your face? You're like literally just what the?
Who?
What are you doing with your face?
Oh my gosh.
You're doing something with your teeth. You have like retard teeth or something.
That's because I have retainers.
Oh, okay. That was nice to
You had a retainer.
Oh.
I'm wearing retainers.
Dude, I'm your girlfriend. I didn't even know you had a retainer.
Okay.
But yeah, actually, a cool thing I did today was I finally beat Rise of the Tomb Raider. It took forever. I beat it. Yeah, that was very fun. I like it. It was a very, very fun game. Lots of dying in it.
Okay. Tomb Raider?
Yeah, Rise of the Tomb Raider. It's a sequel to the 2013 reboot of the same Tomb Raider. It was very good.
Oh, talking about that one game with Indiana Jones knockoff female with big boobs.
It is not a knockoff. She's an archaeologist and she goes after artifacts.
Kinda is.
Well, he's not. Well, Indiana Jones isn't British.
That Ken Clark episode where he reviewed the first Tomb Raider game?
What video? What video?
Voluptuous titties.
What video? What were you talking about?
Titties.
But
Voluptuous titties.
well, no, because Indiana Jones is not British, so Tomb Raider can't be a knockoff. I mean, she raids tombs. But she raids tombs. That is not what Indiana Jones does. He does not raid tombs. Well, she's female, but she does not. But Indiana Jones does not raid tombs. He's an archaeologist. He hunts for like artifact stuff. That's not what she does. Her name is Lara Croft, actually.
That's probably what her name is. Tomb Raider.
Lara Croft.
Modern era Indiana Jones.
I mean, yeah, she's hot because as what every game geek person says about this character is that she's hot. Like, I can't really see how you fall. Is it possible for someone to fall in love with a Can you fall in love with a video game character? Let me ask you that.
That's totally the.
Is it possible to like?
That's totally.
Is it possible to like have a crush on a video game character? Because that's not really, that doesn't make sense. I mean, you can't. Can you like? Can you have someone like have a crush on Mario or something?
There are people. There are people.
What?
There are people.
Who have like?
There are people there
video
is
game
Mario and Peach porn. There's people
wow.
and Peach porn.
Oh god, that's disgusting. Sort of. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But it was very, very good. I mean, it was the same mechanics from the first game. No. And get this. So I was talking to Zoe about this, the fact that last year Gamescom 2015, Square Enix, the developer for the new reboot series, they quote accidentally unveiled a new game. It's like, how can you accidentally reveal you're making a new game? It's like, yeah.
Like looking on a book, like for example, and they're just like, you just accidentally, like they're making like a story for like DeviantArt or something like that. Like, and then you accidentally post a part of it.
But how can you say, oh, is there gonna be a new Tomb Raider game in a couple years? It's like, oh, we're not really supposed to talk about that, but yeah, it's like, and then they're like, they accidentally reveal like, oh, we shouldn't have said this, but we're working on a new game in our video game series, so you know, probably should I thought we should know. You should know that. It's like, yeah, how can you accidentally unveil that? That doesn't make sense. You can't just. That doesn't happen.
Tom?
Yes?
What operating system do you have?
Windows 10.
Then why are you only exporting your Madhouse episodes at 480p?
Is that a problem? It's not really it's not a video though.
Video quality affects the audio quality as well.
Yes.
Quality,
well, I'm not really.
It's exporting at 720p, dude. It's 2016.
I don't know how I just save it and then it's like MP4 and then or MP whatever and then I upload it and that's how it is.
You need.
Yeah.
You should be able to export something higher than 480p.
What? I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to do that, so you know.
Do I need to teach you how to do everything?
No.
I think what the problem is the camera. That's what I'm thinking of.
What do you mean the camera? I don't.
Right?
I'm using Audacity because the recorder died, so I'm using Audacity right now. Okay, that's all I have because my recorder just died. So.
Is there like an option or something where you can move it out?
I don't know. I never really.
There's no video quality. Steven, there are no video quality editing menus or options in an audio editing program.
That's not really how it works, man.
No.
I'm talking about like actually uploading the video. How, like, Tom, we need to get Tom some advice on this. Hang on.
Okay, sure.
I'm gonna go on Google. What should I read?
And what?
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 And plus.
I'm going to look up on Google how to do this so I can help Tom.
How to do what?
How to improve the quality of videos.
All you need to do is go into your video editing program, and when you go to export it, change the export quality because there should be options for that.
Yeah.
All right.
Even programs like I don't know, fucking QuickTime on my Mac. There's an option for that. There's an option to upload to export a video at 180p. Not 180p. 1080p.
1080p. You pronounce it 1080p. Don't pronounce it 1080. That's not how it works. In technical terms, always pronounce it 1080 or 360 or 20.
It's the guy who says 2006.
I'm sorry. I just have to say that sometimes. It's just necessary. I'm just taught myself to say that. That's all. We've talked about this before. We don't need to talk about it again.
Stop with the political correctness.
Political correctness? What?
Political correctness.
We're being correct.
Yeah.
I suppose.
I was kind of joking right now.
But yeah, so that game was it had a very good ending. It's like it was very well done.
Good ending, quote unquote.
It was like it kind of felt the same as the first game where it's like some bad thing happens and Laura has to do some stupid thing. Think or like people betray her, everyone dies in the end. It's like, yeah. You get all this. I mean, a lot of people trying to kill me and like it. I mean,
you're describing literally every video game ever.
Well, it was a different game because I could grapple onto things. Like I was really new. I didn't. It was a thing where you could hop off a thing and then you could like thing was like 3 rings and you could grapple onto that and then you could like swing. It was fun. It was very fun. Like it's one of those games that they just. I mean, the title of it, Rise of the Tomb Raider. You know how many things have been called Rise of? Rise of the Guardian, I think? No, that's not. Yeah, Rise of the Guardians, Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
So many things have been every cool title.
Yeah.
Wait, I can't think of a single example.
Yeah. Rise of everything. Rise of everything, I guess. I recently saw Godzilla. It was actually pretty good.
What?
Godzilla from 2 years ago, 2014. That was very good.
Oh,
It was basically Godzilla. It was Godzilla versus another monster. It was like.
I know Rise of.
Yeah.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
That's what I said. I already mentioned that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did?
Yeah, I did.
That's the only other one I can think of. Yeah.
I feel like people are just making up names for anything when it's like especially video games. Just like they're just making up crap. It's like they're not even trying anymore. But I thought it was very good. I'm currently playing Batman Arkham Origins. It's interesting. But that was, the one thing I really don't like about the first game in the series is that you like when I'm trying to like find a certain item in the game, I can't lock onto it. I can go to my minimap and just go, okay, so I want to find that thing. It's like located here. Okay, I can't like lock onto it. So if I, yeah.
Want to hear like George Lucas impression?
Sure.
Hello, I'm George Lucas. I put in Jar Jar because I learned.
Boo!
I have a great idea.
Boo! That sucks. You suck. That's not a good impression. What?
I don't know.
But it makes me annoyed whenever I have to like if I'm not sure I'm going in the right direction for finding a certain thing, I have to always look at it and like, okay, am I going the right way? Oh, I have to go that way. So it's really what?
I should fail. I should fail at
What's happening to the call right now?
I should fail at a George Lucas impression. That's
wow.
what should happen.
See, your camera is frozen on the creepiest fucking smile.
I can't. I can see him. I can see him.
I'm sorry. I can't help it.
It's the best fucking smile.
happened last week. Steven was like looking at me. He's like staring at my face. Like you were my. He's like it's like the face of death or something. It was like really. It's like ugh. It's like ugh. Look at me. I'm all cool. It's really. It was creepy.
Thank you. I guess. No, we said sometimes that we don't look like a knot.
I guess.
I said that twice. Thank you. Okay. I said that twice. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You do because you have blonde hair and blue eyes.
Kind of depends on the lighting. Right now,
it's kind of brown.
Brownish.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Wow.
I got blue eyes.
So do I.
Well, my family, a lot of it comes from, Europe, so, it comes from, my family comes from pretty much.
My family comes from Europe, too, and,
oh, really?
I look like a Nazi.
Well, my family comes from about the same area. Half of my family comes from pretty much Germany, and the other half is, like, from Croatia, Russia.
Well, if you come from, like, Europe, then you can be, like, a...
Biggest,
yeah?
My biggest, like, origin is Germany.
Well, if you can do it, if you're from a certain country, maybe you can do an accent. Like, I think if you're supposed to, if you're like,
What?
isn't it like if you're born in a certain country, then you have an accent or something? What?
Yeah.
I mean,
What?
I wouldn't consider you British. Maybe I wouldn't consider you British. What?
You're trying to say.
I was commenting.
Don't even trying to say something, I think, right?
What?
And
I'm
once you try to say
confused.
something,
I'm just confused. I don't know what's happening.
Me either.
you need it.
Yeah.
About random stuff.
That's why
Yeah.
we're
What?
called
I'll show you the
insane.
freeze frame. Oh, see, I'll show you the freeze frame that your camera was stuck on.
I think I know.
That's why we are insane, because we don't make any sense sometimes.
Here. I'll show you what it was stuck on.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Whoa! Jeez! That is creepy. God, that's yeah, listeners, if you don't know what we're looking at a picture of Steve who just like looking at us in a creepy way. He's like staring at us, smiling, and just like with teeth showing. It's terrifying. Oh my god. Yeah. I'll just put it in the link tab. Oh my god. Wow. So I was saying that like I was wait, can you hear me? Hello? You can hear? Okay, so I was thinking I was saying that like if you came from Europe, that must mean you have an accent, right? I assume
no,
so.
Ancestors came from Europe, not him himself.
Oh. Well, I was thinking you, because if your parents came from Europe, that makes me think they're British. Oh, right. I mean, I can do a pretty good British accent, but I'm not from Britain. I mean, I want to go to Britain eventually. That's my plan. Okay.
My great grandfather fought in World War I.
That's cool. Sort of.
Yeah. And my dad met him.
Well, just because your family is from a different country doesn't mean you will speak that same, have the same accent. And just from the get-go. No.
Do you even understand how accents work?
I don't know.
Linguistics work?
You can like there's people like
You're not gonna have a German accent.
Like for example, the new Doctor Strange trailer that came out. You got Benedict Cumberbatch.
What has to do with language?
It's an example. He's a British actor. He's playing the character as American. It sounds so bad. The accent sounds so bad. It's like some of those shows where they have like they have an American version of different shows. They don't need that. Like, come on. It's all about accents, really. I mean, not. What?
You can try to emulate the American accent. You can try to.
Yeah.
Just like how American, like people from the United States can emulate, a British accent or a German accent or something like that.
I was actually, this has been a running gag for me where I will keep saying I speak British, which doesn't make sense because British is not in language.
Stop talking over each other.
Okay.
Stop talking over
Steven, shut up.
Even shut up, yes.
But cause I was saying I have a running gag. I mean, I'm not really sure it's a running gag, but it's like I speak British, which is not correct because British is a country, not a language.
Tom.
Yeah.
That's the joke.
Oh, really?
That's the joke. That's the point.
That's cool.
See. Okay, so the joke is that poster up there on the wall, and your head is that pillow over there.
Yeah.
The joke went over your head completely.
Oh. Wow.
Once again, it went over your head.
So what were we talking about again? About accents? We're talking like accents.
And then
Great. Okay. See. Well, I mean, I would say the that game. It like you know how some games have the same mechanics as the first game in the series. Does that ever bother you?
What?
Does that ever bother you where you have a game that it's like the sequel to a first game have the same mechanics? Does that bother you, or do you think it's the same?
That doesn't bother me at all. If it's like why would you change the entire genre of the game? Just like making Pac-Man to like it's Pac-Man. If you turn Pac-Man, oh wait.
Or like the one thing they changed it with like Halo Wars or no Halo Spartan Assault. They had a top-down shooter version of it. It's supposed to be a first-person shooter. It's like, come on. What is it?
What? Do you like the new profile picture for the chat?
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
Thank you for. Okay. Let me look.
What is it? I'm not able to see
it's
it.
My face.
Oh God.
It's the. You see it now?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not. I just see the.
It's pretty much my face.
Okay. Anyway.
It's the still I sent you earlier.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah. It's that. Yeah.
So. Were you talking about fatalities or something? Was that what you were talking about, fatalities or fatalities like Mortal Kombat or?
I said if you turned Pac-Man into Mortal Kombat, I would not be happy.
Let me tell you about something about Mortal Kombat. It is the most disgusting game I've seen ever. It makes you sick.
That's the point.
Oh my gosh, I've seen some of the worst.
Little bitch.
I've seen some of the worst fatalities. They're fucking gross. Like, oh god. But I've seen a lot of videos where they get the persons that make the video itself, they get gross. It's like people tearing their brains out or sawing someone in half. Like, oh my god, that's disgusting. Ew.
I think I just accidentally sent the still again.
Oh my god. That's terrifying.
I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that.
I should make
Wow.
a desktop picture.
Oh my god. Two of the same. Oh my god. Steven, you are creeping us out here, man. Just you itself. That's what makes you awesome when you're like in this podcast, because you make the show awesome. You make the show so insanely just creepy. Ew. It just, oh my god. It's so creepy. Like, it reminds me of like, I don't know, maybe Barney or something, or like, it reminds me of like, of the original McDonald's toys. That's what it reminds me of. Kind of like some of those toys that have the smiles on them and just like keep staring at you. It's like, hi, what's up? I mean, yeah. I don't know. It just reminds me of those like McDonald's toys. It really does. Like the toys that like have those ever smiling faces, the forever smiling faces. Like they can't stop smiling at you. Like they want to like do something with you. Like I don't know. Just like it's creepy. It is freaking me out. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not normally scared. Okay, I'm not scared at all. But that's just. You had to smile.
Well, sure you are.
You had to smile, man. You just had to smile.
You really think that face is scary, Tom?
It's not really scary. I'm joking. It's creepy. It's like saying hi, what's up, how are you, like that. I mean, it's creepy. I mean, how many creepy faces have you seen?
A lot.
Really? Like, I mean, I've seen. We're talking like, you know, 5 Nights at Freddy's. That's like a Actually, I can.
That's a funny way to say cancer.
Really? Oh yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy's. That's a funny way to say cancer.
Here, let me share this with you. This has happened a while ago, like a long time ago. I had that. It happened. Like, it was a. I'm pretty sure it was a. Actually, that's a video. That's not. Let's see. I can get it.
Okay.
See. Oh, here's one. Can you see that? I'm not really sure you can see that.
Okay, what is this? Oh.
Faces. I know the faces of the fucking cancer game.
Oh, you're gonna laugh at this one. This is something I found on images. This is so funny.
What?
Oh,
look at it. Look at it. Just read it. I asked Peter Jackson for one hot movie. He gave me 3. That's from Lord of the Rings. One of the best movies ever, in my opinion.
I've never seen it.
It's a fantasy.
It's 3 hours long.
Well, actually, only the third movie is.
One of the Rings movies, but I don't care. So.
It's
I
good.
don't know. You can't say anything about them.
It's good. I mean, they do some. It's a good movie. I did a review on this on that.
I've never seen them, and I probably
They're
never
very
will.
good. You should watch them. They're very long.
If it's on, like when I'm over at someone's house, I'll probably watch it. That's really it. I don't typically watch
Yeah.
it.
I mean, like, the one movie that I'm actually looking forward to the most this year. Well, maybe not the most, but like one of the movies I'm looking forward to differently is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. It looks so badass and awesome. I mean, I'm a Harry Potter fan, so it takes place like 70 years before Harry Potter. It's awesome. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. It's coming. It's actually going to be a trilogy. That's what Jake.
Wait, what? Harry Potter, what? Harry Potter
It's
prequels?
yeah. It's called
What? They're making Harry Potter prequels?
called Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. They're actually going to be 3 of them actually.
They're making Harry Potter prequels? I didn't even know this.
They're called. The first one's called Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. That's what it is called.
It takes like 70 years before the.
Yeah.
It takes like the late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah, 20s. That's 20s. Stop that! Oh god! That is terrifying! Oh my god! I mean, like, just creepy.
Steve, look at the chat.
Oh my god! Oh my god, this is horrible. I mean, like, in a good way, like.
No, it's so similar.
Oh my god! Wow, my god, that is crazy. That is so crazy.
No.
It's so similar though.
Oh, actually, this reminds me. We should think about speaking of the podcast, we should think about like an intro, like you know, for example, episode 3 again with Zoe's like noise thing. That was awesome. Like that, we should all make like Zoe. I think you should make an intro for the show, random noises or something. Because this is who we are. We're in the same podcast, so maybe like start doing things like, you know, with episode 3 you did the whole noise thing. Oh my gosh, wow. If you don't know what we're talking about, listeners, we are looking at a thing. People are talking about stuff, and it's crazy. I know it's a car.
Oh. That's not funny. Steven, that's not funny.
Actually,
That just doesn't.
there is one really cool scene that I noticed in the trailer.
I'm heard about that, okay? I'm sorry.
There's actually one thing I noticed in the trailer at the very end, when the character Newt Scamander, he unlocks his trunk and he literally goes inside of it, like it's supposed to be bigger on the inside, which is awesome.
For like Cardiff.
Yeah, exactly. That's what. That's what.
Here's something about cars that's funny. The John Tron thing. Cars.
They're making Cars 3, you know.
No.
And Toy Story 4. Well, I've already talked about that. Pixar is just making too many movies. That's what they're doing. They're making movies that don't need to be made because the basically they're making movies that where they take forever to make a sequel to. What? I have no idea what you're talking about. You were making noises again. That's awesome. This is.
You. I'm mimicking you because that's exactly what you sounded like.
I don't know.
Tom.
Yeah.
So. Tom.
Okay. You're just making noises now, aren't you?
I'm watching that video. I'm joking. Alright.
You know what? What they said they were gonna. You know they said they were gonna make a Dreamcast 2, which is never gonna happen. I don't know why they do that.
Of course not.
I wish Dreamcast 2 wouldn't happen. Dreamcast is what I get.
I never played it, but you know, they said it was a joke or something, like it wasn't gonna happen, not real. Kind of like with that Zelda trailer that made me so mad that they still have not made a Zelda movie, which makes me so furious because I love Zelda. I'm a big fan of Zelda.
What is happening with your Dreamcast, Tom?
They announced that they were gonna possibly do the development of the Dreamcast 2, which is obviously not gonna happen because, you know, I mean.
I've never played on a Dreamcast, but I heard it's really good.
Me neither. I mean, I never played it, but it seems like a fun system to play on. I mean, I love video games. I mean, clearly that's all we they don't. Video games are awesome. Huh?
The Dreamcast is one of the most advanced consoles of its time.
Yeah, makes sense.
More advanced than the PlayStation 1 at the time. The only other consoles out there back when it first came out were like PlayStation 1.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Back then it still was like fucking pixel art. The Dreamcast had like graphics that not even the PS2.
You know, the Dreamcast came out in 1998.
Really? Wow. That's crazy.
I've had graphics that wouldn't come out, that wouldn't come out again.
I know.
Yeah?
They weren't catch up to it until like the Xbox PS2 era and GameCube era. Which
yeah,
were
makes
years
sense.
later. So they were at least 3 or 4 years ahead of the game or something like that. Actually more than that. Actually a little less, but still.
And you know, okay.
Only a couple of years ahead of the game.
Okay, this is gonna sound crazy, but James Cameron, he announced 4 sequels to Avatar.
What?
I know. I mean, earlier he announced 3, but now he's announced 4 Avatar sequels. I mean, Avatar came out in 2009. That was like, what, 5 years ago? No. 7 years ago. Seriously.
That was like 7 years ago.
Come on. I mean, seriously. They're only just now announcing the sequel. He's like.
Perfectly something up.
Okay, and the fact. Okay, he said I think it was like saying that the Avatar 2 is coming out in 2018. That'll be what, 9 years after the first one. I mean, come on. God.
I can't believe they're making another one. Why? There's no need for a sequel.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it, but it really. I mean, like.
It's one of those movies that's fine. What's it
gonna be about?
I don't know.
What's it gonna be about? Like Jake and face a fucking.
I don't know. I mean...
Is it gonna be, like, Jake's kids or something? What?
Well, they never got married, so, you know.
Married. Well, it doesn't mean they can't, you know...
I know what you're talking about. I know what that means. I know that sign.
Alien cat Indian thing. They probably don't have same concepts with marriage.
I mean, like, you know, Incredibles 2 is coming out in 2019, which is 15 years after the first one. It wouldn't, I mean, and the Men in Black 3 came out 10 years after the second one. It wouldn't surprise me that this one is probably going to be like a good 10 years after the 15 years or 20 years after the first one. It's like, come on. I mean, that actually happens where they make a sequel to a movie that came out like 20, 30 years after the first one. It's like, really?
Oh my god.
What?
It's actually a thing.
Yeah?
What?
Avatar 2.
2018. Christmas 2018. Avatar 3. Christmas 2020. Avatar 4. Christmas 2021. Avatar 5. Christmas 2022. Avatar 5 2023. I think it was like Avatar 3. Avatar 4 was coming out in 2020 or 2021, and then Avatar 5 was coming out in 2023. It's like, oh my god, I've been kidding.
Plan 4 sequels at once.
You can't do that. You gotta just you can't just plan 4 sequels. I mean, come on.
It's gonna be an
How can you plan out 4 sequels?
That's a lot of movies, but it's not. It's a movie franchise that's gonna die because make one movie and that's it. It's like it's gonna. I mean, it's been it would 2018. That's 9 years after the first fucking movie. I mean, come on. Oh my gosh. I mean, it was a good movie, but like some movies, they don't really set up for a sequel. They don't. I really don't think they do. It just it makes no sense. I mean, I don't think, like, some of those movies, they don't really do well, and they don't really seem like they do spawn up a sequel. I mean, they're already making a sequel to Deadpool. That makes sense.
You know what I think? I think James Cameron just wants some more of that money.
Money! Because that's the best superpower in the world, money.
That's the only reason. He's probably just going to rehab the first movie.
Yeah.
More time.
He even has a new logo. It's like, seriously.
He's probably going to rehab the first movie.
Totally.
More time.
I'm just like, I mean, it was a good movie, but it's like, really? That's 9 years. It takes you 9 years to make a sequel.
I mean, something like Star Wars, I understand. Because Star Wars, you know, there's so much you can do with the idea of Star Wars.
I mean, think like Indiana Jones. That's gonna take them 11 years to make. It's taking them 11 years, and it's like 11 years after the 4th movie, and that's just like some sequels. They take 10 years to make a sequel. It's like, come on, really? Or like Jurassic World, the 4th Jurassic Park movie, that took 14 years to make. It came out 14 years after the 3rd one. It's like, come on, really? It's annoying. It's like, are they really? They think they were gonna make that much success out of movies that either don't do well at the box office or don't really give you anything for the end. And they're just like, oh yeah, so this is not gonna happen. Yeah. Anyway, anything else we should talk about? I think we've gone quite a while here.
Yeah. No, you're still on? Hello? I can't hear
I'm here. I'm just doing things.
Anything else we should talk about, or yeah?
I'm here.
Your window, like when you were talking, Tom.
Yeah.
Take a look at it. Take a look at it. Take a look at it.
Yeah.
What?
What? What is going on? What?
And there's like a little tiny window for Skype, and it was right over it.
What is that? I don't know what that is. What is that? Is that like Photoshop or something? Oh my gosh. Steven, what have you done? You've demoralized my body. You've turned my body into a monster. You are such a insane person. You know, you probably should go to the Arkham Asylum in DC Comics. That's like where you belong. Because you're so insane. You just don't. You do some of the craziest shit ever. You just do. You just make some of the craziest shit ever that I don't really. None of it really makes sense. I mean, come on. What is this?
Right? That singer who basically sold her soul to corporations out of
Remember that speaking of oh my gosh. Speaking of selling souls, did you ever see the episode of The Simpsons where Homer sold his soul for a donut?
Oh.
Don't do that! Don't sell your soul for food! That's not something you should do. Oh, I want a donut. So I'm gonna sell my soul for a donut. What?
Your body.
I see the original picture, but like, I'm saying like, would you ever sell your soul for food? Oh. I probably wouldn't do that.
Yes.
Really? Yes. But once you eat the food, your soul's gone. Then, what if you sold your soul for a donut? I would not do that. I would.
I would sell my soul for a lifetime supply of chocolate because souls don't exist, so I won't be giving up anything.
But what if that's the devil or death? Well, either one of them. You sell your soul to them, and they own you basically.
Except souls don't exist, so nothing would happen.
You don't know that. How do you know souls don't exist? You don't know.
Don't know for sure, but
you don't know anything.
There's no evidence. It's like God. There's no evidence of soul being thing.
Correct. I personally would not sell my soul for a donut or food at all.
If souls existed, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
None of us in the world have a soul, technically. Because, well, it's most likely.
Yeah.
I mean, they
I get it.
I don't know. We don't know for sure, but I should believe whatever science says.
Science.
Because science has evidence to back it up. And I'm like, I'd be like listening to a holy book. And no offense to religious people. That'd be like basically basing their entire life off of Garfield comics.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know. Garfield comics. Yeah. That's basically equivalent. I feel like basing your entire life off of Garfield comics. Like going, okay, this is how I'm going to live my life. Like this.
Yeah.
Goose. Or Narnia. Or Harry Potter.
Narnia. When did Narnia come into this conversation?
What?
Did I ever tell you that? I'm not sure if I've talked about this in the podcast. It reminds me about Narnia. They're rebooting Narnia with a whole new cast, but starting with like the 5th book or something. It's like seriously.
Like mid-2000s ish.
Yeah, and they're making a reboot, but it's gonna start with the 4th or 5th book.
Why is that necessary?
I don't know. I mean the ones they made were great, but it's like you don't need a reboot. It's like with Avatar, it's like you might as well reboot the whole damn thing if you're gonna do it Avatar thing. Yeah.
They're making a Harry Potter reboot?
No, I'm talking about a Narnia reboot.
A Narnia reboot. They're making a Narnia reboot.
Yes, not cool. That's all I can say. Not cool.
Reboot of that movie. I thought the first one was fine. The second one was okay. The third one was eh. Did they make a 4th one?
Yeah, no, they did not make a 4th one.
The first one was good. The second one was okay. The third one was so-and-so.
Yeah.
Third one.
It just like, oh my gosh.
I wish you want to reboot
enough with the reboots. Just don't do that.
Is Hollywood really running out of original ideas?
It's like,
Yes.
Spider-Man, they're rebooting it for the second fucking time. It's like, come on. Just stop rebooting it, everything.
I just found the most hilarious thing.
Yeah?
Take a look. This is someone's profile picture. I'm looking at YouTube, looking at the comments, and holy shit.
Oh God, what is it?
Look at it.
Is that Donald Trump Hitler?
Yes.
Is that Donald Hitler?
Donald Hitler. Yes.
Oh my god.
This is someone's profile picture on YouTube. I literally was looking in the comments of one of these videos, and I found that. And I was like, oh my god, I have to show it.
Wow, that's real nice, man. That's real nice. You know, that's like.
I made Trumpellini, so.
Oh my god! Jeez!
What?
There's a thing on Facebook that Vernon just posted of a car stuck between two trees. That's insane.
What?
Hang on,
Facebook is for idiots.
let me
Like me. Okay.
download this if I can.
I'm smarter than all of you.
Maybe I can okay, I can't do that. Alright, let me.
Well, I got the picture.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, thanks for that. I know! What? It doesn't make any sense. How? That's my question. How?
Sabrina just said.
Somebody was.
One of the people said that, it happens when a car's just sitting there for a while, and then as the trees grow, the branches pick up the car.
Wow.
That happens. It's not a Harry Potter thing when the car is like, beep. It's not like that scene from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Like, it's just that the car was there, the truck was there, and then as the trees grew, it picked it up. That's what happened.
Yeah, I understand that. I saw the Jungle Book How It Should Have Ended video. That was fantastic.
Did you hear the edgy live action movie too?
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but Brandon has apparently. It was so funny.
The edgy live action Jungle Book movie.
I think I talked about this last week. The fact they're making that Warner Brothers is making their own version of the movie.
Jungle Book. They're making an edgy live action version of it.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
When I saw the trailer, I was just like, it's just a rehash of the 1967.
Yeah,
It's
sort of.
Higher budget.
And they're trying to make it, they're making it edgy.
I know, it's
But
crazy.
I think that
Jump scares.
let's not make our kids' homes edgy.
Yeah, I know.
Why can't we just have a film that's not trying too hard to be edgy? Why can't we just have a film that's like...
Yeah, a film. A film, you know.
Why do most films have to be edgy? Why?
I don't know. It happens. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I feel like this is the first time in like decades since anybody's really started talking about Jungle Book.
I mean, I saw it a while back. It was they made a sequel.
1967.
They made a sequel in 2002 that was called Jungle Book 2, and yeah, yeah. Some Disney does not do well with making. It's like they don't even put in the theaters. They're like, oh yeah, direct to video. It's like, come on. And some of them suck. Some of them are really, really terrible. So yeah. All right. Anything else we should talk about before we wrap this up, or?
I don't know.
Anything else you want to talk about? Not anything at all, or? Well, we've been going on for just we'll go on for a while, so an
hour and 7 minutes.
Yeah.
8 minutes now.
So yeah, I think probably we should wrap up here. Yeah. So good. This week was pretty well. You know, our 10th episode. Not a huge deal, but you know, we're gonna keep. we're gonna keep making these every week, and we just love what you. If you listen to these, then it's fun having you listen to us, because we are sorry for the times we kind of fuck up, but that's just what we do. We like fucking up the conversation and making everything weird, but deal with it. Deal with us. That is who we are. We are fucked up people. We don't really... Yeah.
Oh my god, watch the ending of that how it ended. Basically, the snake dude is basically explaining the truth.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
One of my childhood things.
Yeah. Okay, so, yeah. Thank you for watching this week's episode of The Madhouse. I imagine we'll be back next week for another episode. So stay tuned for that. So yeah, thank you for listening. And it was...
Thank you for listening, all 2 of our fans.
Yeah, probably 2 fans. Yeah. Okay. Well, bye, I guess.
Bye.